Gotcha. So this is a very condensed version of all of the knowledge that I've acquired over the last couple of years. So hopefully it's practical for you. Everything from beginner, how to get started, to advanced strategies online to fit your video marketing success strategies. Let's jump right in. So overview of what we're going to cover today. Why video marketing is so important and how you can utilize it to reach new clients online and broaden your personal brands and your business goals. Overcome any fears associated with just getting started. I know staring into that camera can be very difficult sometimes, or maybe you don't think that you have enough time. What equipment you'll need. It really is a lot less than you think. You don't need a $10,000 camera or all this expensive audio equipment or anything like that. Just using your phone can get you a lot of pretty good results online. It's amazing how far technology's come. I'm going to go over some strategies and fundamentals that we've seen proven to work time and time again. And where to publish to reach your specific audience and demographic that you're looking for. And how to analyze the results so you can see exactly what's working, what's not working, and what you can spend more time on. So my name is Austin Armstrong again. So I've been working as a digital marketer in some sense of the word for about 13 years. So if you can tell, I mean, I started very young. Yeah, if anyone remembers MySpace back in the day, I did a lot of digital advertising and marketing back there and was pretty successful. For the past about 4 years now, I've been moved up from intern to project manager and video marketing strategist for both beginnings treatment centers and Therapy Cable. Therapy Cable is an online mental health and therapy video hub. And since conception of the idea, we've produced over 700 videos for both ourselves and multiple clients in many different industries such as addiction treatment, psychology, therapy. We've done a lot of event coverage, and both Franz and I have actually done a couple of music videos as well, so we've done quite a bit. Of course, I have to mention Dr. G, our founder. California licensed clinical psychologist with specialties in everything under the sun. Those of you that know him know his list of accomplishments are too long to list out right now. But he founded Therapy Cable back in 2013 with the vision that video marketing is the future of online connectedness and will be an asset for helping the healthcare industry. And if you can think back as far as 2013, that's really visionary. There wasn't a lot of video marketing, especially in the healthcare industry back then. There wasn't a lot of live streaming. There was barely any videos on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, all these social platforms. So to think that far ahead to where we are now, it's been an amazing journey so far. So here's a couple overwhelming stats before we get in. So over 500 million people are watching videos on Facebook every day. Now, I don't know how often you're on Facebook, but when you're scrolling through, it seems every other or every third post is a video. Which is, it's just incredible how far it's come. Almost 5 billion videos are watched on YouTube every single day. Crazy. Wow. So this is an interesting fact. YouTube is actually the second most popular search engine next to Google, because a lot of people learn, it is, yeah, a lot of people learn through watching rather than reading. 300 hours of videos are uploaded to YouTube every minute. That's a lot of videos, a lot of content. YouTube gets over 30 million active unique visitors every single day. And Facebook Live videos are watched 3 times longer than videos that aren't live. So this is a really interesting fact. So live video is the latest trending thing on all social media networks. So the platforms are giving extra emphasis to live video. So it increases your viewership. The Facebook algorithms are trying to reach more people to show the latest thing.
When you say Facebook Live, I'm sure you'll talk more about this, but can you say just a word about what that is? I should know, but...
Yeah, basically everything we're doing with Ask an Addiction Specialist. So if you have a recent smartphone or you have a laptop, you have the ability to go live on both your personal profile and your business profile pages. I'm going to go into a little bit of strategy about this, but this allows you to directly communicate with an audience, ask them questions, find out what they want to know, and overcome those barriers that they may have. So this slide I actually just put together this morning, just to show you some proof of concept of what we've been able to accomplish. So Google owns YouTube. Google wants to index YouTube videos into their search result. So I don't know if anyone has any experience with search engine optimization, writing articles or landing pages. It can typically take sometimes multiple weeks to multiple months to show up. But a little hack to get around that is doing videos around particular analytics. So these are two videos that we've gotten to rank. As you can see, they're on the first page of Google. Dr. G is right up there in the right-hand corner. So these are very industry-specific videos. So what opiates feel like and the difference between hallucinations and delusions. And something powerful I was really able to do is I have it highlighted there. So we actually got our phone number for the treatment center on the first page of Google. Now, how fast you can rank this, I've seen as quick as 15 minutes. It can sometimes take a couple hours. But think about how powerful that is in relation to taking weeks or months to organically rank a result. And then this is an email we actually got last night. I wanted to incorporate that. We've been doing a series of videos on, on borderline personality disorder and different personality disorders. This viewer actually liked a lot of the content, went to our website and filled out the form that she wants to get in contact with Dr. G. Now this is a potential client, this is a potential patient, it could be a lot of different things, but they took the time to watch our videos, come to our website, and want to seek more information.
So what was searched there to have the videos come up?
I see.
So the difference between hallucinations and delusions and what do opiates feel like. So I'm going to show you exactly how to find particular keywords in whatever industry that you want to show up for. A lot of what I'm going to be talking about is for the healthcare industry. That's what we have a lot of experience in. But a lot of these same principles apply to any industry that you want to tap into.
Austin, just to double check on something,
Yeah.
you said the workaround or the hack is to so-called hack, is to go through YouTube?
Yeah.
I want to make sure I got that.
Yeah, so analyzing the specific keyword that you want to rank for. I'm going to go into a little bit strategy of how to do this, but you want to essentially look for gaps in what there are not videos currently there for. And then if you optimize everything in your video on YouTube around that particular term, Google will organically rank that video for you.
That's great, thank you.
So just a little motivation to get us started from Zig Ziglar. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. This is applicable to pretty much every facet in our life, especially in video marketing, particularly live. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be great. People anticipate mess-ups. Even in big network television events that are live, people mess up. It's okay. And then if it's not a live video, you can edit a lot of the errors out. Don't worry about anything. What you need to get started, this is equipment. Before we get in here, I wanted to bring up this interesting video. Has anyone seen this, or do you know what this is?
Not the video.
Not the video? Okay. When Facebook Live just came out, was just launched to everyone a couple of years ago, this is one of the first insanely viral hits. Termed Chewbacca Lady. This lady just purchased this Chewbacca mask from Kohl's, and she just took her phone, was in her car, and started live streaming about what it does. All the mask does is when you open your mouth, it makes that roar that Chewbacca made. It's so silly. But it brought her so much joy that she started filming it, and it connected with so many people because it's so fun and innocent to watch. But it got 171 million views, 3 million people interacted with it, and 3.5 million people shared this video. And this is as simple as going live on your phone and talking to your audience. Pretty incredible, right? So, firstly, the willingness to just try. I want to hammer this down over and over again. just give it a go. You gotta get started at some point, and your audience wants to know what you're going to talk about. Your message and your type of video. I'm going to go into a couple different formats of videos that you can kind of take and apply to your industry. A camera. Once again, if you're starting with zero budget, you can use your cell phone as a starting point. You don't necessarily need a dedicated camera, something like that. It's great to have, but you don't need it to just get started. Tripod, again, what that's on, it stabilizes the shot, make sure it's not, super shaky and handheld. Good lighting, you want to make sure you're in a well-lit area, so they're not fighting to see what's going on, who am I looking at, etc. And a good setting. So what I would not recommend is being in front of a blank white wall. It's very boring, and if you think about how much content is on Facebook and different social platforms, people want to be engaged. So something as simple as in her car with background, there's a little bit of trees there. It's interesting a little bit. If you're in your office or at your home, put some trees or some bushes or something behind you, maybe a painting or something like that to just add a little bit of background and setting.
A question. A couple of years ago I got ambitious, and the ambition lasted about a nanosecond. And I actually ordered on Amazon some stuff to create a backdrop in my home. I didn't realize how much space it would take to create. There was a white backdrop with all of the lights and all of that. It's now in my garage.
Okay.
What do you think of that as a white? It doesn't get any plainer. It's a white backdrop, but it basically just it looks like I don't know the technical term for it, but it looks like a studio condition.
Okay. I'm sure it can work. I would recommend using the lightings and putting some bushes or something.
You just made my life so much easier because to put up this screen was this massive thing. It literally took up my entire living room. I thought it was just a little corner. I don't have a house anymore. I have a studio.
No, it can
so
be
I put a couple bushes and I can use the light.
Yeah, it looks great. You can even go as far as we have a green screen in our studio, so we film a lot of stuff in front of there, and then you can put literally whatever background that you want. You can put yourself in the forest or on the beach, or have fun with it. And a quiet room or a good audio equipment. Nothing can take you out of being engaged than the flushing of a toilet next to the video. So you wanna make sure that you're in a quiet, enclosed room, not a lot's going on, or you have something like this. This is a directional shotgun mic that's picking up sound just from here and not as much background over there. So as I was saying, here's a couple types of videos that do well. You can kind of take these templates and apply it to any information that you'd like. And they typically will do really well. So unboxing and demo videos, this is recording yourself opening and testing products. This can be your own product or anything you want. Maybe you're putting out a new book, or there's a new book that you're really excited about in your industry that you just purchased. You can literally film a review about opening it, looking at it, flipping through the pages, etc. And people love that stuff. You can apply this to pretty much any product. Educational and informational videos, I highly recommend this as a long-term approach. Those results that I showed you on Google are educational, informational, so basically analyze what your clients or potential clients, what the questions that they have, what they want to know more about, and then you can create videos around them. And they're going to continue to search for those questions, and it'll continually build your channels online. Behind the scenes, everyone likes that all-access pass. Take viewers into your facility or show them things they typically wouldn't get to see. This is great live material. So a lot of at concerts or events around anything, if you have access to behind the stage, film that stuff. Film on the inside, maybe something that they typically wouldn't get to see, but may or may not be interested in. Testimonials, I cannot drill this enough. This is one of the most important videos that you should get. This is social proof for your website, for your social platforms, for everything. If you can film a happy client, it's going to leave any stress for a potential next person to want to get involved. This can be a minute long, a couple minutes long, but be sure to have these and you can put them everywhere. Facility and services overview. So similar but a little different to behind the scenes. Create an overview video for your facility or what you offer, how it's beneficial to you, to the visitors online, and how they can benefit and how you can change their lives. And of course, live videos. So live streaming yourself or covering an event will get a tremendous amount of engagement online and allow you to interact with people. So again, we do a lot of live streams, Q&As, directly communicating with the audience members online, finding out what they want to know, what questions they might have, and it's very powerful. So how do we do that topic research for the educational and informational videos? Google. Google's a great way, so is YouTube. So if you start with a loose or a term, whatever your industry may be, Google actually recommends related search terms down at the bottom, and YouTube offers autofill. So for this example, I just typed in addiction. So if you type in addiction or mental health or therapy or whatever, and you scroll down to the bottom, all of these terms are things that people also search for actively. So not all of these may be applicable to creating a video around, but some of them are, such as causes of addiction, lists of addiction, causes of drug addiction. These are all things that you can create videos around that you know people are searching for. And to take that to the next level, this is a free Google Chrome extension. It might be on other browsers, but I know it's on Google Chrome. That actually shows you the amount of volume that those searches get.
That's great. Wow.
The cost of advertising and the competition. So if you look over here, so addiction meaning on average gets 22,200 searches per month. Causes of addiction gets 2,400 searches per month. And this keyword extension tool actually works on YouTube as well. So if you type in a term on YouTube, it'll show you how many average searches that term gets.
It's an extension. You just
Yes, yeah.
That's
just
awesome.
go
I didn't know
to
it.
Chrome,
That's really
install
cool.
it, turn it on.
And it's called
Just
Keywords
it's called.
Everywhere.
Keywords everywhere.
That's
Yeah.
great to know. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So what I would recommend with this is you want to find that happy middle ground between a lot of searches and no searches. So addiction meaning because it gets 22,000 searches, it's going to be very competitive. There's going to be a lot of content. So it's going to be a lot harder for your videos to show up on that term. What I would recommend is maybe looking at causes of addiction that gets 2,400 searches per month. That's still a lot of searches, a decent amount, but there's going to be a lot less competition involved there, so you have a lot more likeliness to show up under that term. And then this is another browser extension tool. I'm going to go into this a little bit more later with a couple other tools that you can use, but this one's called vidIQ. It's another browser extension tool. It links directly to your YouTube account, and it gives you audience demographics, competitor keywords, and a lot more. So you can actually spy on competitor videos and see what they're doing right and copy them. So, recording day checklist. So you have your message and your type of video down, you've done your keyword research. What do you need to make sure you have before you can hit play, or hit record rather? Your message and idea down, the equipment. Important to note with camera, you want to make sure you have enough battery life and enough storage space to record the length of the video. Nothing sucks more than running out of space or having your camera die, and then what are you going to do? You're out of time. Good background setting, and a big smile. Remember, you want to do this. This is beneficial for you. The power of editing. So here's a couple things to pay attention to while you're editing. First and foremost, the software that you're going to use. So there's a lot of different software, some free, some on your phone, some come with your computer. What we use and what I recommend is a software called Adobe Premiere. It connects to all Adobe products. It does cost a little bit, but I found this software called OpenShot that has a lot of great features that you can use to edit all of your projects. The length of video. So depending where you want to upload your video, that's going to depend. So if you're covering an event, for instance, what I would recommend is put the duration of the event on YouTube and your website, because typically people are more likely to watch the entire video on there. On Facebook, it's going to be, the watch time is significantly lower, so what I would recommend there is create an overview of the event, maybe about 5 minutes or less, and then you can take that video on Facebook and drive them to your YouTube or drive them to your website. And then Instagram only supports 1 minute, so what I would do there is an introduction, maybe just you talking about the event. And then you can also drive them to Facebook, drive them down your funnel, drive them to your YouTube or your website. Speech pattern. So the more you edit yourself, the more patterns you're going to see that are maybe subconscious that you don't pay attention to. The uhs, the ums, the staring off into space looking for an answer, all these little body language type of things. So you can focus on what you can do better, or if you're really good at editing, you can kind of trim them out a little bit. Adding in visuals and text. This is another great idea to increase engagement. What you commonly see are title cards. So introducing the speaker, what their job is or profession, or where they're working from. It's also great to incorporate subtitles on Facebook videos in particular, or YouTube. So if you think about it, a lot of the default play on a video on Facebook is silent. Because when you're scrolling through Facebook, you might not be in an environment that you can play audio. Maybe you're at work and taking a little Facebook mental break and scrolling through, or you're in a bathroom or an elevator, time saving, watching videos. You can watch the video and read it. You don't need to necessarily know what's going on if you have good subtitles on there. And it'll increase your viewers on there because it reaches that whole audience that may not be in an environment that they could watch or listen to audio.
When you do the subtitles, Austin, do you do it literally word for word, or do you just kind of summarize? How does that go?
I would summarize. It really depends on the type of video.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's a 1 minute summary, there's a company called Thrillist that's very popular on Facebook. They have 1 minute videos of event coverage or food or stuff like that, recipe videos. And they just kind of have summaries of what's going on.